Hi everyone, Queen Fan here again. I hope this is going to be a bit quicker than my usual video because I finally want to show you the Leiding Wahrsagekarten. I already did this video back in December, but it got, I don't know why, but it was all wonky and frame freeze and weird sound issues, so I deleted it and never came back to doing it again. So today this is going to change. And here they are, the Leiding Wahrsagekarten. This is a Kipper deck. It is by, let me see the name. It is by Hildegard Leiding, and the illustrations are by Jörg Pamer. I came across this deck because I was looking for a bit more modern approach to the Kipperkarten, and again to a deck that was a bit closer to the Kipperkarten than the mystical Kipper that I own, that was gifted to me by Miss Kaleidoscope, so thank you again. And well, somehow I stumbled upon this deck. I have to say it isn't that much closer to the actual traditional Kipperkarten. It is quite similar in the meanings, but it's not like 100% there. Regarding the artwork, it is definitely more modern than the traditional Kipperkarten deck, but this has such an 80s and 90s vibe. It really makes me laugh at times. Plus, I don't think this had something to do with the art itself, but I think probably it's because of the printing, but some cards have slight, let's call it coloration issues. It's a bit weird. We'll come to that later when I show you the cards. Okay, so this is a German deck. As you can see, everything is in German, so I will just very briefly talk about the book because I know most of you don't speak German, so it's of no usage for you. But to those who do, or those who want to maybe use Google Translate or something, this is the book. It is 99 pages. It's a decent size. It has quite a lot of information, but very base information, because, I mean, look at this. You can see the font itself is quite big, so it's a large print, but there still is a lot of white space. This book could have been like condensed or maybe compressed down to a little white booklet, or maybe a book half of the size of this one. But still, there is a decent amount of information given in there. It begins with a overview about all the cards, the main keywords, and a little description of the meaning. And what I liked about this book is that she really focuses on connecting the cards. So she really talks about how positions change the meaning of cards. So, for example, here she kind of combines the main persons, so the female and the male main person, and she has them facing each other. She has the man kind of on top of the woman and the woman on top of the man. This is no sex talk here. I'm just reading, I'm talking about like grand tableau and one card above the other. And she has them looking into different directions and talks about how this kind of influences, oh my goodness, influences the reading. And then she goes on and connects each and every card in a similar way back to the main persons, in this case the female main person, which is quite interesting. I mean, you don't have to agree with her with every meaning that she comes up with, but hey, it's definitely a starting point. And after that, she goes even a step further and connects each and every card with each and every card. So these are quite some pages here. So it's very small, short meaning given there, but still she has meaning for each and every card combination. Then she talks about the grand tableau, which I liked. What I liked about this was especially this picture here, because I haven't heard of that. She says that it is possible, or that a Kipperkarten reading lasts for 9 months, or usually lasts for 9 months, and that it is possible to read in the grand tableau each and every column as a month in that specific reading. So you start with the column in which you can find your significator card, so male or female main person, and the next column is the second month, the third column is the third month, and so forth. And once you come to the end of the grand tableau here, you simply start at the front again. So here's the 4th month, and you start with the 5th in the beginning of the grand tableau. Never done that, haven't tried it out, so I really don't know if it works or if it would work for me, but still I haven't heard of that, so some new information gained here. Then she gives us a 12-card spread and talks about how to read this, an index, and that's it. So again, this is in German. It's not a novel, so you could translate specific things if you would want to, or if you're capable of speaking or reading German, even just a little bit, this probably wouldn't be too difficult. So, and all the others simply, I actually don't know if you can buy just the cards. I should have looked that up, but I didn't. The box itself, it's let's say decent, but I don't intend on keeping my cards in there. They are just in there still, and they don't have a pouch because I simply did not feel like doing a Kipperkart reading in the last couple of months. So I haven't even used them since I made the first video. But hey, that's just the way it is. So the cards. Usual playing card size, usual playing card cardstock. This is the back, which is plain and simple, so nothing too fancy here. They come with a title card and a description, and actually 2 blank cards, which I don't know what I would use those for, but okay, I have them. I don't complain about that. So let's hop into the cards. Just some kind of information beforehand. She did change almost each and every title of the card, because instead of using the traditional title, she used the mainly traditional keywords as titles on the card, which is quite good actually if you're not that comfortable with Kipperkarten yet. So you really can read them just bam, because you see the card, because the main keyword is on the card itself. This, on the other hand, would mean that you have to agree with the specific keyword that is given on the card. And there are, I think it's 2 or 3 cards that actually shift a bit from the traditional meaning. But we'll come to that later. So, without further ado, here is the male main person. And you can see, I mean, there's something weird going on there with his eyes. And actually, I don't believe this is an art issue. I think this is a printing issue. So, here we have the female main person. I mean, look at those shoulder pads. So 80s. Love this card. This card is about... I think this is the marriage card in the traditional Kipperkarten deck, and it's about just relationship, it's about partnership, it's about kind of intimate relationship. Not necessarily love, but a lot of the times it's a love relationship. Here we have meeting or coming together. This is or would be the good gentleman. In this case here, it's called the mature gentleman. And on the same boat, we have the mature lady. This is Oh, focus. Hello. Weird. This is the message card. So it's usually it's good messages. In this case, it simply says contacts, papers, and messages or news. I love this card. It simply says false. Usually I believe it's called the false person. But I mean, look at this image. Love this. You have him all grumpy and miserable in the front and then all happy-go-lucky and charming in the mirror. Love it. The next one is about change or movement. So here's, it says, it's a, oh my goodness, I'm a loss of word. A change of location. Here we have the journey, and I love this car. I would want to go on a journey with this. A lot of money. This, I think, would be the rich girl or something like that in the traditional Kipperkarten. Here it simply says younger woman. Now this one definitely did change because in the traditional Kipper deck, this is supposed to be the rich, good gentleman or something like that. I don't know. But it's about someone who's quite supportive, maybe even financially supportive. It could be the lover, something like that. And instead of that, we don't even have a person in here. We have a bank. So a financial institute. And the keywords are company, bank, and security or safety. I mean, obviously you could get, or you could come to the same kind of meaning in regards of security and safety and even finances. But still, I don't know why there is no human being in this card. Don't get it. This one changed a bit as well, and actually I ignored this change pretty much because in the traditional Kipper deck, I believe this is the bad news card or sad news. And I mean, look at this woman. She definitely did get some sad or bad news here. So I usually go with that, or I tend on going with that. But it says small illnesses or short illnesses. Not too fond of that because short illness is an actual card in the traditional Kipper deck, which is then again changed in this one because of this card. Not too fond of that. I mean, I get the meaning behind it, but I don't know why she did this. I have no clue. Love this one again. This is about, I think in the traditional one, this is the good outcome in love or the happy ending in love. And it's about love. It's about friendship. So lovely. I mean, you have the doves here. You have the dog. I like it. This is his thoughts. And again, just from the picture, you totally see that. I mean, he's at the window contemplating. I don't know why she used planning as a keyword for this. Not my first thought, but okay. This one is the gift cards or receiving a gift in the traditional Kipper deck. And here the keywords are joy, praise. I mean, you see there's a gift exchange here, so you really can read this. I don't know what's wrong with this hair or face. He's a bit weird looking, but okay. Here we have, and I actually really like this picture, we have the small child. So it is for a new beginning, for something new. And this is exactly what's written here. So there's something new here. And I like that we even have the tulips with a child. So we have spring flowers. So again, new beginning, like this. I think this is called death, or maybe it's the coffin card. I'm not quite sure how it's called in the traditional Kipper deck. Don't know. Here it's called ending and new beginning. This is the house card, so it's house and stability. This is the living room in the traditional deck. And I mean, you see the living room. It is called own apartment. I mean, it's the same in regards of the meaning. Here we have the military person, or some official person, some authority here. Here we have the court. Come on. Why are you out of focus? Here we go. So the court, and this is simply called making decisions. Here we have, I believe it's called theft or thievery or thief. I don't know. Here it's simply called loss. But again, you see there's a thief stealing stuff. This one, I actually kind of like the keywords, even though you have to know the actual meaning of the cards to really be able to get from the keywords to the actual meaning. I'm not too sure about this picture, though, because I really can't read it. I mean, I know now what it is, but I wouldn't have known beforehand. So this is the gaining high honors card. And here it simply says job, school, and age. And I mean, this is about achieving something in the job, in the school, in your lifespan. But still, I'm not too fond of this card. This one, I love. And if I'm not mistaken, this picture here in the frame is the actual traditional image. I could be totally off, but I think that I know this picture, and I believe I have seen it in a traditional Kipper deck. It's a lot of luck. It's the big luck card. I love that they have framed this image and have put it on the wall. Love this one. This, I think, is unexpected money in the traditional Kipper. I don't know what's wrong with my phone right now that it's getting out of focus all the time. Okay, unexpected money. She did change this as well, because here it says finances and contracts. I mean, not so much unexpected if it's regarding contracts, but okay, it might be. It might. Here we have kind of the equivalent to his thoughts. So here we have expectations. I mean, you can see this. You really can get it from the image. It says 3 months of patience. So there is a time frame given in the card. Whether or not you want to use it, your decision. This one changed in regards of the picture, not so much the keywords itself, but usually this is the jail card. And here they used a hospital. In regards of the keywords, it says fear and, oh my gosh, lost the word, aloneness. So feeling alone. I mean, still, you are stuck in either a hospital or you might be stuck in either a hospital or a jail for a specific amount of time, and it might be a fearful situation, and you might be alone there in there, and so it works, but it's not as harsh as the jail card. This would be, excuse me, the courts person, I think, or judge or something. They changed this here to two men arguing, and they simply call it argue or fight and nervousness. Again, in regards of the meanings, it works, simply on a bit different level, but it works. Now, here we have the card that would be the short illness in the traditional Kipper deck. And she had to change this to the serious illness. And again, I'm not too fond of that. I think I would love to take the first card, which she changed to short illness, and simply go with bad news, and here stick with the short illness or illness in general, because I mean, look at the pictures and you really get those messages, like instantly. Why change them up? I don't get it. Here we have worries and like sorrow, heavy thoughts, things like that. Maybe even obstacles. And I really love this picture, and this one made me laugh so hard. Simply, I mean, let us pause for a second here. Just look if it's in focus at some point. But look at this laptop, please. Please look at this laptop. I mean, it works. It has this, I don't know, this curve going down. So there is definitely something to worry about. But look at how thick this is. This is ancient. I so love this with its tiny little screen and this huge laptop. This is awesome. I mean, I can only imagine how heavy this would be. And I just love this. I just love this. Okay, so this card is called, come on, focus please. Okay, so it's called Heavy Thoughts and Worries. The next one is more like depression and serious worries and sorrow. And I mean, you can see it here, and it says serious sorrows and betrayal in the keywords. This one is pretty much the same as in the traditional Kipper, not in regards of the image necessarily, but it is called work or job and activity. So it is pretty much the same meaning. Here we have the long road. And again, there is time frame given here because it says 2 years patience. And last but not least, this is the big water and hope card. And here it says dreams. Oh, it says addictions and wealth. And I mean, in regards of the meaning, it still works because it is about persevering. It is about following your dream. It is about not giving up. It can be about a journey. I mean, look at this. This definitely can be about a journey. So it works. I like the images in general. There are a couple of things that I'm not too fond of. I don't like all of the changes, but the images itself really work. So if you ignore the changes in the title, you can work quite traditionally with this deck. So this is something I like. I'm not going to do a reading simply because I don't have time right now. I'm a bit in a hurry. I will quickly lay down, just let me quickly shuffle them. And then I will lay down like 9 cards or so you simply can see how they work together. I intend on trimming those. I don't know why I haven't done that so far. Come here. But I intend on trimming those because they scream for a trimming. Okay. Quick shuffle and then, oh my gosh. I still cannot shuffle around a tripod, which I still don't have. So I still can't shuffle around my plastic bottle, in which I keep my phone in right now. So, again, I'm simply gonna spread 9 cards so you can see how they work together. So, here you have it. I hope you liked this video. If you have a specific question or want me to, I don't know, show you some more of the cards or something more in detail or talk about the book a bit more in detail, just leave a comment in the comment box below. I intend on doing a video on my deck collection next week because I have a couple days off. And then you can if you want to, you can comment whether or not you want to see specific decks, specific walkthroughs of decks. And other than that, just comment whatever you want, because I love talking to you. That's just how it is. So I hope you like this, and I wish you all a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Bye.